everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the channel. This video is just gonna kind of be short and sweet. It's just gonna be an update video on where I've been, what I'm doing, and yeah, so if you're interested, keep watching. And with that being said, let's just go ahead and jump into it. So I have been gone from the channel for quite a few months, and I know that I want to pick up vlogging and stuff like that again, but after being gone for like 4 or 5 months, you can't just like pick up the camera and vlog, right? You have to explain like what's been going on and where you've been. So for me, I've had a lot of things going on with me just medically, and so I have not really felt like vlogging. And then on top of that, my camera broke, which I think I mentioned in one of the previous videos, and I was using my iPhone to film and just transferring the video, and then that became a nightmare, and then my iPhone broke. So now I have this nifty little Android phone, except the problem is that there's like no storage on it, so I guess I have to get a different SD card or memory card or something. But yeah, so I've tried filming on my phone. I was trying to do that earlier and it just does not hold video. I just haven't really filmed. I haven't had easy ways to film. I'm currently filming this on my webcam right now, so if the video is a little weird, I apologize, but that's just the only thing I have right now to use. Medically, in the last few months, about a month ago, I woke up with some floaters in my right eye. And I wasn't really too panicked about it at first because I'd had them before and normally they'd go away in a few hours and then we just kind of move on about our day. Except this time they did not go away, and so I knew that something was really wrong at that point. So I called my ophthalmologist. I made an appointment. Luckily they were able to get me in within a couple of days. I don't know if they had a cancellation or what. Normally it's like really hard to get into them, but they got me in the following Tuesday. I think I called on like Friday or something. So I had my appointment on Tuesday. The ophthalmologist has diagnosed me officially with diabetic retinopathy. For those of you that don't know what that is, it's basically, I don't want to call it like an eye disease, but it's basically like directly correlated with diabetes. From what I understand from what my brother went through, because he had the same exact thing before he passed, is your eye or your retina is basically trying to detach from itself. My eyes currently right now, according to my ophthalmologist, the blood vessels in my eyes are shutting down, or they're breaking, or however you want to say that. And so what my eyes are trying to do is they're trying to compensate and they're trying to create new ones, which in theory sounds great, except it's causing more damage than it is good. So at this point, the game plan with my eyes is that we're going to do monthly injections, which I started those last month. I have an appointment in a couple of days to get my second round, and then we're going to do that until he thinks that I'm ready, or whatever, however that works. But eventually we're going to do that. We're going to do that for several months, and then eventually he's going to do laser eye surgery. I think the purpose of that surgery, and I'll have to ask him I guess when I go in a couple of days, but I think the purpose of that surgery is to keep the retina from detaching. I looked into it like online, and they do that surgery. Basically they'll take the laser and they create scar tissue in your eyes to keep your retina from detaching. So fun stuff. So I can honestly say that my vision isn't the worst. I can still see. I still, wear glasses like normal. The only difference is that every once in a while I will catch the little black spots in my eye. For the most part, I don't really notice them anymore. Really, it's only when I'm thinking about it that they seem to pop up in my vision. And other than that, nothing's really changed. I don't really drive at night. And that could be, I don't know if that's necessarily the floater. I do have cataracts in my eyes, which I don't know if I mentioned that or not here on the channel, but several months ago, I think in like April of this year, there was an eye doctor that noticed that I had 2 cataracts in my eyes, or cataract in each eye. So that could potentially be what's maybe causing that issue for not wanting to, not being able to see as good at night to drive. I can still drive during the day. I just don't really drive at night. So that's really the only thing that's different as far as my routine and what I'm doing. A couple days after I got the news about my eyes, I got a phone call from an endocrinologist saying that I was spilling high amounts of protein, which is a sign of kidney damage, which I already knew that I had kidney damage. And to be honest, I don't know if this is something I need to worry about or if it's been the same level that it's always been, because I've had my kidneys spilling protein for years. I just don't know what the levels were say 5 years ago in comparison to now. So that being said, we're going to talk about medication options. I think she's going to go the lisinopril route, which is fine by me because on top of the protein in the kidneys, my cholesterol is also high. So, and lisinopril, I believe, is a cholesterol medication. So, but they also use it as a preventative to prevent further damage to the kidneys. So it's kind of like 2 birds with 1 stone kind of gig. And then my endocrinologist also wants to check my cortisol as well, because my A1C is super high. It's I think it was a 9.2 last time I was in the office, and I was kind of explaining to her I'm not having really any control over my blood sugars, and I'm not really understanding what's going on. So she said, she asked me if I'd ever had a cortisol test done before, and I was like, no. She's like, okay, let's go ahead and check that and see what happens from there. And I was like, okay, cool. So I still need to go and do that test. I did it the first time, but apparently I did it wrong. I was supposed to they basically, the cortisol test is they send you home with these swabs, and you swab your mouth with saliva and all that stuff, and you do it at 2 times during the day. I thought that I was supposed to do it at 4:30 and 11, but I guess I was supposed to be 10:30 and 11, so I have to go back and redo it. So I just honestly haven't been to the office to go pick that up yet. Should probably do that this week. And yeah, so that's been my health. The other thing that my endocrinologist had talked to me about was the possibility of doing a second weight loss surgery, a weight loss revision sleeve surgery. That I don't really know what I'm gonna do with that, honestly, because I think that the surgery the first time was hard enough. I have lost a significant number of weight. I will say that for me, my lowest I got down to was 230, and then I gained about 30 pounds back. Now, since then, I haven't lost weight, I haven't gained weight, I've just kind of stabilized, and I haven't really gone anywhere. but my endocrinologist, obviously being at 260, is still considerably overweight. So she is looking at the possibility of having me do like a revision surgery. Again, I don't really know, but that's something that I want to do. It was hard enough on me the first time. I nearly lost my life, and I also just don't know that it's gonna work in the way that like everyone's expecting it to. Like, you know, when I did this the first time, like I knew that, you know, I was gonna lose some weight, and that I guess I was expecting to have lost more weight than what I actually did. But also, you know, going back to what I've always kind of said in my videos is like, surgery is not the magic fix, and you know, it's not going to make you eat healthy, it's not going to make you exercise, it's not going to incorporate those lifestyle changes that you have to do in order to keep up the weight loss and keep up your health. And if I'm being honest, I've fallen back. I haven't done everything that I'm supposed to do. I definitely haven't eaten the way that I'm supposed to. I'm not exercising, and I'm not doing absolutely everything that I know that I should be doing. So I think for me, what my goal plan is I want to go back to basics. I want to start doing the protein shakes, start doing the workouts, eating way better than what I'm eating, and going back and doing those steps. And then what I'm thinking is I should start to see weight loss. I may not see dramatic weight loss. It might be, you know, 5 pounds, you know, here and there or whatever, but I should start to see some weight loss. And if I can keep continuing to do that and kind of just get myself back to where I was, you know, 2 years ago, kind of in that mindset of, you know, the healthy eating and the lifestyle changes that I had made back then I think I will continue to see progress, and I should continue to see progress in my health. I don't know that necessarily surgery again is going to be the right option or really even that useful. I think that would be something that I could explore if I'm like honestly doing all those things, X, Y, and Z, and I'm still not seeing any progress. Like if I'm eating, you know, my 1200 calories a day, I'm hitting my protein, I'm hitting my water, I'm getting in my exercise, and I'm still not seeing results, and I'm still not losing weight, then okay, that might be something to discuss further on down the line. I don't think right now, though, that that's really where I'm at. I do have an appointment with a bariatric surgeon in February, so 2 months from now. But really what I want to do is I just want to meet with them. I want somebody to look at me. I want somebody to, you know, give me a diet and have me check in with a dietitian. So basically what my plan is I want to become a patient of the program, and then at that moment decide whether or not that I want to do the surgery. Because the program itself is 6 months, and if I can at least get 6 months worth of support, doctors, you know, dietitians, things like that, and then if I decide to back out, well, you know, oh well, you know, it doesn't matter. So that's kind of my plan with that. And yeah, other than that, I hate to leave this on such a bad note. I really try to, for the most part, I try to make my videos positive and, you know, happy-go-lucky, but honestly, there's just been a lot of shit that has been going on, and I think it's part of the reason why I haven't been vlogging. Also, just having technical difficulties and stuff hasn't helped for sure. Yeah, I did want to mention, so I am obviously I'm taking a break from school right now. I'm deciding to go back to school for media communications because literally everything else that I wanted to do, I don't think that I'm physically able to do anymore. So that's fun. But I really wanted to get a media communications degree, and I'm gonna go back to Full Sail University. I basically looked into going to them, I think it was like last October or the year before that. I don't know. It's been a little while, but I looked into going to them before for media communications, and I did like their like very first class, but they gave you like a trial period. So like I think it's like the first 29 days or something, like, or maybe it's 7 days. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. I don't remember what the time limit is, but basically you have a time limit. You can like test out a class, see how you like it, see what you think, and then if you drop that class within those, you know, certain amount of days, then you're not charged anything. And so that's basically what I ended up doing. Was I ended up trying out the class, and then I dropped it, not because I didn't like the program, but because I was concerned about tuition prices, because their tuition's expensive. So I wanted to just kind of mention it here, that I was going to be going back to school, going back to Full Sail University for media communications. I haven't really seen a whole lot of people on YouTube, like in that particular program. I have seen other people like with film or game design, or music production is another really big one with them, but I haven't really seen too many communications majors. So I think I'll probably vlog and record a little bit on that. And I guess I've seen a couple of people that have done like school projects or like self-reflections or things like that, but they haven't really like gone into a lot of detail about like their program and like what they actually think about it. It's more just like them posting a video for a grade. So yeah, so if you're interested in that kind of content, I'll have that next year. Actually, I start the program January 2nd, which is just a few weeks away now. I honestly can't believe that 2022 is almost over. So yeah, that's really all that's been going on with me. That's kind of where I've been. I'm not sure when I'm gonna have another vlog out, just because, again, with camera issues and everything else that's going on, it's not my highest priority right now. In case I don't see you before the end of the year, I hope you have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and I will definitely be seeing you in 2023. All right, bye guys, take care.